was the same way in college.
I was
You're
like,
throwing darts past 50. But like underneath balls, nah.
Like I didn't get it. I didn't get it. But that's the reason why they lost, is because he can't make the simple plays.
And Alabama shouldn't even be. I know it's super early. It's only September. If Alabama gets some big wins, okay, I got you. But right now, Alabama should be down. They should be maybe number 11. And hey, let's put Texas in the top 5. Let's put Texas in top 5.
They're gonna have to at this moment. Like, they're gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do with it. They're gonna move up a few spots, that's for sure.
I believe that should happen because it's a time and a place when it comes to what's going on. Because I believe the judges be letting Alabama get away with a lot of shit. You know what I mean? I just believe that in all orderly fashion. So I want to see what's the name? Like, when I saw that, maybe it's my team and I'm biased, okay. But when I saw Florida State as number, when they put them at number 4, and I'm like, what the hell? They just blew out LSU. Like, they didn't. It wasn't even a game. Colorado. Oh, you think Colorado will do it all? What you mean do it all? I don't think Colorado is. You gotta explain a little more. Would it win it all? I'm not.
What up, Big Boss? What's going on with you?
Yeah, what's going on, Big Boss? But yeah, I'm not. I'm not for sure if Colorado will.
Nah, they won't. They won't do it all.
Because
they're gonna have some struggles.
Yeah, their line. That's what I'm talking about, Steve. That train ride, boy.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that train ride.
It's 50-50, right? So, like, for me, like I said, you have to wait till you play a little stiffer competition to obviously measure yourself, right? But coming out the gate, a TCU win, like I said, it just came from a national championship.
But
that's kind of measuring yourself right there.
Their defense been struggling. TCU, they went to the championship, but they beat. I forgot who they beat to get to the championship.
They beat us to get to the championship. Hush your mouth.
Okay, and you guys were scoring on them like crazy as well. Their defense is horrible. TCU is not the TCU that was in that championship last year anyway. A lot of their guys were seniors. They was upperclassmen and stuff like that. They did an overhaul as well.
I'm just saying.
They did an overhaul as well.
Colorado, you talking about somebody who was in the national
team that was in the
national championship. Hold on. A team that was in the national championship to a team that was 1-11.
Oh, yeah. That's because it's not their team no more.
That was getting beat by an average of 30-something points a game.
It's not Colorado's team no more. He got all them guys out of there.
But that's where you have to give, and that's where people will drink the Kool-Aid, and that's where you have to give props when props is due.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can give props without getting on the coattails of something that's that's scary to me. And people are doing it a lot more than they've been doing it in my generation. Since I've been on Earth, I should say.
We in this generation.
Since I've been on Earth. I'm gonna say it again.
So I just had a conversation about people. I was talking to this younger guy at work, and I told him, I was like, yo, your generation is all about the moment, like the right now. Like, I've never seen people so hung up on the right now. Right? So that's what's happening. We're in the social media era where everything is right now that's happening. Right? We're not in the look, all these trades and stuff that people make with these teams, and they're trying to win right now.
Yeah, because they get fired.
There is no later for these people. They think everything is now. And then guess what? This is like the Rams. When the Rams sold out, they won the Super Bowl, right? Guess what?
A lot of teams
trash. Now they're trash.
But a lot of teams be selling out, and they don't even win the Super Bowl. So,
but what I'm saying is, but they want it now.
Dallas Cowboys do it every year.
we already know that story.
Yeah, they do it every year. No disrespect, but that's true. they will try to get everybody, and it's been like that since the mid '90s, late '90s, since the Cap years, and now they've been doing that. So again, if you're gonna do that, hopefully you win.
Hopefully,
you know what I'm saying. Hopefully you win, because that don't happen all the time. So you know what I mean. Let's bring it back to Colorado. I get that, and then this is what's going on. It's like you can still give a person like I am, giving them their props and liking what they're doing. I like that. That's the biggest story in the world right now. Bump Sports. That's the biggest story in the world.
They're building. Huh? They're building.
Yeah, I like that. But I'm saying to people, like, you got to still give respect to people like you know, Nick Saban and all these other people. You don't have to disrespect those coaches because of your likability to Coach Prime. Coach Prime is the reason why I like the Florida State. Coach Prime is the reason why I was a corner and I always wanted to be like him. So nobody can tell me, oh, you a hater. Nah, no, sir. That's the problem. You cannot be objective without being a hater to a lot of people. A hater is, oh, fuck all that. I don't care. He suck. Nigga, he's winning. What do you mean he suck? But if you can how you pronounce the word, can critique the whole situation. I know I'm saying it wrong. If you can do that, you're not a hater. Like, people need to get that out of their mind. Just because I don't want to think fully like you think, that don't mean that I don't feel the same way. Yeah. They doing shit. It was like mad people in Colorado. Mad people there. The student body was ridiculous. And I like that shit. I like what he's doing. He blew out a rival. You know what I'm saying? But
I had a question about something I don't like. I don't know how you feel about it. But how do you feel about, and I don't like it at all. And I forgot to bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up now. I don't like the storming of the field.
Me either.
I don't like the storming of the field. I know it's been going on. I know it goes on. They used to rip down the goalposts and all of that. Yeah. But I don't like the storming of the field.
A lot of people got hurt that people don't talk about. A lot of people I know got hurt. You know, we know people that went to college and went to big time college, myself, and I saw like people get trampled on. Yeah. But the media never talk about it. It's real dangerous. It's super dangerous, especially back in the day when it wasn't that many cameras. You know what I mean? You know, so yeah, I don't like that either.
Because like anything can happen, right?
Yep.
Like now you're mixing the fans with the players.
Yep.
And I think that could be a dangerous situation. Like we already seen what happened in the NBA with the fans and the players and all of that. But you're really taking these players and you're mixing them like right here with the fans and students and all of that.
Yep.
That's how bad things happen. And I don't and these guys are older, like this, like Deion Sanders was like, listen, I got to get off the field. They do that. He was like, it's cool. I like it. It is what it is. He was like, but he's missing 2 toes. You know what I'm saying? He can't move like that no more.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, you want to hurt this man. He almost 60 years old.
But he got so much power that he told the people to go back. You see video on that?
The wait.
They ran and then they say, and ran back to the damn seats. I was like, that nigga said, hold up. Prime ain't, you know, because even, and then with fights and situations, like if I lost, especially if a tough loss, and a crazy alcoholic dude come up to me and be like, "We fucking why you suck?" I'm like, "Get your ass out of here!" And then the camera,
I'm saying you storming the field with the losing team on there.
Yeah,
they gonna fuck you up.
Yo, that's why I say the media don't tell you everything that happens with the aftermath of the storming of the fields. They don't tell you. You never really see that unless something really overtly went crazy. There's so many cameras and everything. Certain situations, dudes be like, but you can't really do nothing. They storming, and it could be a dude. It could be 10 dudes that's drunk. Can't wait to slap the shit out of a helmet or something.
The crazy part is y'all storming the field for game number 2.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be a time, when you should be able to storm the field. You know what I mean? Like maybe after a championship win, or maybe after a huge playoff win. Like you can't storm the field on game 2. Ohio State, Michigan.
Yep. I give it to
a close game, a good win. We win by a field goal or walk-off touchdown or some shit. I get the emotions flowing. I get a storm in the field.
Yeah. But I kind of get them too.
Game number 2, run me over, and we won convincingly by 30-something points. Why am I storming the field? I don't care if it was a rival or not. I'm not storming the field on motherfucking a 30-point victory comfortably for nothing. Like, all right, we won. Let's keep it moving. We have done absolutely zero yet. We've done absolute zero.
Yep.
And that's what I mean, this generation with the moment. I want to know when the first storming of the field was. I'm gonna have to find that out.
Yeah, that probably was way before our time.
I know, right?
Probably. But I can see with Colorado because they haven't had a winning team in a long time. So that bound to happen, especially when you're beating a rival like that. So I can kind of understand that, because it's going to happen unless they stop it fully, and they can. But it is going to happen. But you're right. Like, you're beating USC and all that, and you got to play Oregon and then Oregon State. Yo, Colorado got a tough schedule. They got a tough the Stanford, they should be able to beat them. Stanford ain't like they used to be, but they got like, and I'm just naming those 3. If I could look at their schedule a little more, a friend of mine said, I think they're going to win like 4 or 5 games. I said, the way they looking, they can win like 8 games at least. But I don't really think they could beat USC. That damn quarterback, boy, is no damn joke. Not to say
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, he ain't no joke.
Fuck that goddamn fingernail paint wearing.
Yo.
Weird ass. Him and DK Metcalf, son. DK Metcalf running around with his fingernails painted too.
Oh my God.
Fucking weirdos.
Yeah, hey, they got that from our boy Odell Beckham.
Yeah, another weirdo. Very talented individuals, just
very talented, yeah.
But goodness gracious, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
they take the man out of manhood, that's for sure.
Oh my God, big time, big time. But I can't wait to see that damn. Because I tweeted that yesterday, and like I'm picking USC over Colorado, and I put it on my Facebook too.
When's that game?
About 2-3 weeks. It ain't that long.
But
they play Oregon. They play Oregon before USC. So I think they play Oregon next week. Bro. Yeah, I think they play Oregon next week. Then if I'm not mistaken, that's gonna be a test. They got a block for them, like big time, because them 7. But no, what is it? Nebraska defense is good. Their defense is good. The offense is one that's like.
It was that quarterback, son. That quarterback is horrible, bro.
Super.
Horrible, son. 7 turnovers in 2 games. Come on, son.
Yep. It's time for you out of there. Yeah, it's time for you to get somebody else. It's definitely time for you to get somebody else because I don't see him in general getting into a situation where he's going to get better. Because maybe he's gonna get better with other teams that they're gonna face. But the team that they faced last week, I forgot what team that Nebraska lost to last week. And he got more turnovers over there. So it's like I don't know. I'll be looking for the QB2 to become a QB1 if it's me, for sure.
I'll be
definitely
somebody out the transfer portal.
That too. And I think somebody will go. A real quarterback will, because he's an offensive coordinator. Matt Rule, whatever. Rule. He's an offensive coordinator.
He got fired from Carolina.
Yeah, that's different because that's the NFL. A lot of these college quarterbacks, they made their name.
So he had a losing record, son.
Yeah,
and got a 10-year deal.
I don't know how that happened. You remember the Giants is supposed to get him.
Yep, I'm glad they did.
Thank God. Yep, the Giants supposed to get him. They ain't giving no motherfucker 10-year deal. You ain't been in the motherfucking league.
And you didn't have a winning record in college. The fuck out of it.
Bro, I think he was he with Oregon? Or that was what's the name?
Nah, I forgot what team he was with, but it wasn't good though.
Yeah, it wasn't Utah. It was like an offensive team though. They was like scoring a lot. That's why he even got that contract. Because they wanted the offensive coordinator as and then they was hating on Joe Judge because of how they're not gonna pick Matt Rule, but they're gonna pick Joe Judge. But at least Joe Judge actually coached in the NFL for a number of years, several years. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that era is gone. I'm super
back
glad
where we need to be. We back where we need to be.
Hell yeah.
So speaking of that, obviously we are an hour and 40 minutes away from the start of the true NFL season. Sunday football. Sunday fucking football, son. What you got any takeaways or things you would like to get into? Start with our Giants, man.
The only takeaway I want to get into, this is gonna be our first time playing them that we're like practically fully what do you call that? Healthy. Because every time we play them, everybody get injured. And then when we are good, when we was winning last year, when it was 13, when it was like 14-7 on halftime, that was Christmas Day. I think Thanksgiving Day or Christmas Day. It was one of them days when we played. Yeah, we played the first time on Thanksgiving Day last year, this past year. I'm just hoping the Giants, I'm just glad that they're all healthy. And I really believe Giants, like that offensive line hold up. I think we getting 30 points or better. And that defense is going to be ferocious. They're going to get their thing. I can't believe how much what's his name? That new receiver that the Cowboys have, it seemed like I guarantee if Giants would have got him, they wouldn't have been saying so much about him. They act like he the second coming of who the dude, the receiver, that he been everywhere in the league. That Dallas Cowboy just picked up. He been literally everywhere.
Brandon Cooks?
Yeah. What is it, Cooks? He been everywhere. I literally believe if the Giants would have got him, they would have been like,
Cooks?
Huh?
What is it, Brandon Cooks?
I know he played for like 7-8 teams. He played for
I'll check right now.
Houston last year.
I'll check right now.
He's known for his speed. He's known for his speed, whatever. But anyway,
yeah, Brandon Cooks, yeah.
Brandon, it's like he's the second coming of Terrell Owens. The way the media been talking about him, it's like ridiculous. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? First of all, you talking about route running.
He's a very injury-prone player. He's a journeyman in the league now. You know what I mean? And 1-year deals all the time. For the past, I think last time he was on the Texans, right?
Last time he was on the Texans.
So I mean, listen, man, he's a veteran wide receiver.
I get it.
He kind of using him like they was using Deshaun Jackson towards the end of his career.
I absolutely get, yeah. And I'm like, I just don't understand the way the media is talking about him. Like that's the question. That was the answer to their questions for the last 28 years.
I mean, you have to, when you're talking about a team that has a defense like it has, right? And the Dallas Cowboys is always in championship talk, right?
Yeah.
Is this the year? Is this the year? I mean, we've been saying that for almost 30 years, right?
Right.
So, especially at least the last 6. You know, I mean, you've been looking at them as being in the Super Bowl or having a chance. Their teams have been stacked. So you add a piece that you think that the offense needed for Dak Prescott to be able to make clearer decisions because there'll be more one-on-one coverage and more space for him to throw the ball. I don't trust Dak Prescott. I think Dak Prescott is the Dallas Cowboys' downfall. And he's always going to be. Kind of Tony Romo-ish. You know what I'm saying? I think they just got a black Tony Romo.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's any.
I think Tony Romo was actually better than him.
He might have been. I mean, but
I can see what you're saying. Doing like the hard, like doing like real, the playoffs time. Yeah, he didn't show up like Zach didn't show up. So yeah, I got you.
Yeah, like I just don't think he's like a guy that's gonna like excel you to the championship level. Like I asked PPA last week, is your defense good enough to win your Super Bowl? Because who was the what was it, Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson? Was it? That was the Buccaneers. No, who was on that Ravens? Who was on that Ravens? Who was the quarterback of that team? That 2000 Ravens team that was just like ridiculously just like.
And that's another thing. Are are people trying to tell me and that's another, I swear to God, who's the corner that they got now?
Oh, Stephon Gilmore.
When Stephon Gilmore went to Indianapolis, nobody did not say anything about him because his last 3 years with New England, okay, yeah, he's got his money. But like every time a big name such as himself 5 years ago, I don't see their line. I see their linebackers. I don't think it's a strong suit at all. Giants had nobody last year in that holiday game, and they were still scoring. They were still scoring against that championship defense. And let's talk about what's the guy, their star corner. Their star corner.
Yep.
He get beat all the time.
Quadre Diggs?
Diggs.
Diggs, yeah.
He gets beat all the time. He's not going to be able to, he can't hold fast, quick receivers. He can't. He tried to, he said, not to say they might do good, whatever.
I said Quadre. The Quadre's what's the name? The other brother. Trayvon.
Yeah. I don't know. No, Stephon Diggs is the other brother.
They got 3.
Oh, okay. All right. So I just don't see this. I don't think we should even put them in the same frame as the top 50 defenses of all time. That's what I'm saying.
All I was wondering is, I just wanted to know if the defense is going to be that good because they are good. You know what I mean? I want to know if anybody thinks that this year alone that they will be that good to propel them into the championship game. Because me, like I said, I don't trust the offense.
Right. I just don't see their defense is going to do some stuff. Their defensive line is okay. to me, Michael Parsons makes it. Oh, Michael Parsons is great of what he does, but that other dude, what's his name? The other DN. I'm just saying when we played them this. Say it again.
I'm not going. I'm not. What I don't want to do is I'm not going to lie. I wanted Michael Parsons.
Yeah, me too. I already said Michael Parsons makes him.
He's a fucking
himself
dog.
Is great. Himself, Lawrence. Himself is great. Himself again. Giants was scoring on that great all-time great defense with stop and shop.
Well,
employees.
I'm not saying they're all-time great defense. What I'm saying is
that's what a lot of people are saying. They should be the all-time great defense.
I just want to know, like, will they be compared? Like, we're just making a prediction for this season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the little changes that they made, and the addition of the Stephon Gilmore to solidify that other side, that corner.
Right.
Are they going to be? Is that what they needed? You know what I mean? I don't know. See. We will see tonight. I think our additions, because
because I don't know who Stephon Gilmore is gonna who he's gonna be covering, because last year when we played Indianapolis Colts, what's the name was eating them up. He was eating them up. I think we scored 30. That was the most points we scored.
Is what's the name playing tonight too?
Who?
Campbell. We got Campbell, right?
Campbell.
Nope, I'm lying. Hold on. Fuck. The dude we picked up from Indianapolis.
Oh yeah, Campbell. You're right.
Yeah,
Harris Campbell. Yeah, he's playing too. So he knows how what's the name works. I'm not, just like I said. I just get kind of flustered when I'm looking at like facts and everything, and it seemed like the mainstream media is looking at looking at something I can't see. Michael Parsons, yes, he's great. Lawrence, the other one, he's okay. But again, Giants had nobody last year, and they scored 14 points in the first half, and then scored another. It was actually a good game against the Cowboys with a JV team. And we never been really fully healthy. But people, but we look at that. But everybody else can say that. Just like I said, I always tell people, and they get mad, and I make sure they get mad because, again, if Zach had everybody, blame Zach, and they should blame Zach because those owners and that GM did so much for Zach with all these really good receivers that he had since he's been in the league. Really good receivers, Pro Bowl caliber receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Give what's his name? Danny, just have those receivers. He will have the same. He will have better stats. You give anybody those receivers, especially if they're a top 20 quarterback in the league. Give anybody those receivers that Zach been having since 2016. Anyone, give anybody you want. Talk about anybody. I guarantee they have better stats. I guarantee. And let's talk about Hurts as well. Everybody soup him up extremely. I'm pretty sure I believe he's a really good. He's a good quarterback. But let him go play with the Giants and what we had last year. See what will he do? Wasn't they talking about getting rid of him about a year ago before this 2022 season? Being as though they already drafted him in 2021. They were talking about getting rid of him and was saying at the same time. But they got a good addition, and the offensive coordinator that they had last year made him look great. Being as though not to say Hurts didn't figure things out, but he had extreme help. Again, I tell Zach to go to the Giants. Tell Zach to go to the Giants. Zach, split Dak.
So, I've always pointed this out when people say, they've had help, especially in football. Isn't that the job of the coaches and the GMs and the owners, is to get your quarterback the best help he can have?
Yeah. So absolutely.
You're supposed to make this easier on him. And when you do that, you're doing your job in management down to your players. Now, I watched Jalen Hurts get shit on at Alabama. Yes, he had a bad half or whatever. Went to Oklahoma, put up 4,500 yards passing. I watched his growth, and he comes into the NFL and he does what he does. He is a worker. I love people who love to hone their craft and they work. And
right, absolutely.
Is a worker. I see him getting better. I don't see him declining. And he lose those Pro Bowl receivers. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. We might not see him lose any Pro Bowl receivers. Reason being, he's been put in a situation where his management is good enough to get him the tools that he needs to succeed.
Okay, absolutely.
That's what football is about. And a lot of people seem to not get that. If your people are not putting your quarterback in the right position to succeed, if they're not giving him the right tools, you're failing as an organization. You don't blame the quarterback for his play. You blame the organization for their play. Because he has you got to
blame the quarterback. His 2 years was with a Pro Bowl, a Super Bowl coach. His first 2 years, they still got the same GM.
But that's a good
first 2 years in NFL.
From top to bottom. Look at that's a good organization from top to bottom. Look at what happened with us when we failed as an organization.
Just like our owner said, we felt Daniel Jones. Again, I don't believe what's the name as good as people say he is at all. I don't believe it. At Oklahoma, the whole goddamn receiving corps went to the NFL. The whole receiving corps at Alabama, same as well. So again, I'm saying no, I don't think.
But don't you got to be good enough to?
I know he's not as good enough
to get into that person.
He didn't have the guys.
Don't you got to? So just like we talked about the Alabama quarterback now. Don't you have to be good enough to get it there? If you can't get it to that guy, who runs a 4.2, 4.3 and get it to that guy on that slant pattern, how is he out? And you're throwing it behind him. How is he going to ever get the 40, 50-yard touchdown? If you can't make the accurate throws, right? Okay. So if he's not making the right throws, A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith don't succeed if he doesn't put them in position and throws the ball in the right spot for them to be able to accelerate and make their moves.
Okay, so
it goes hand in hand.
We can't
compare the wide receiver as a chemistry.
We can't compare NFL Pro Bowl wide receivers to, even Alabama wide receivers. But let's keep comparing.
No. I'm talking about the way that the quarterback, where he puts the ball at for the wide receiver.
He's way better than the quarterback right now. He's way better than the quarterback right now.
I'm not. That's not what I'm not comparing. I'm not comparing. What I'm talking about, if your wide receiver is really good and your quarterback can't throw the ball to him correctly, your wide receiver is then failing because your quarterback is trash. Right?
Yeah.
But if your quarterback can put the ball in a spot where your talented wide receiver can make the moves that he needs to make,
right?
They both look good.
offensive line, everything. Yep.
Okay, so
Top offensive line.
So
Yep.
it takes two. It takes two.
Yeah, it's a team thing. But what I'm saying to you is that again, he is not as good as people say he is.
Why wouldn't he be?
That's just my opinion. Again, let him go to a team where they don't have Pro Bowl offensive linemen and Pro Bowl.
I don't.
This is a fact. This is an extreme fact. This is a team sport. This is not basketball where you can score 35 points and everybody else score 10, 8, 5, 6.
I just said
no. This is a fact. This is a fact. He wouldn't do good. He wouldn't get that so-called team that the Giants had to the playoffs like what's the name did. All the work he do on the offseason, he wouldn't have did it because if he would have did it, they had a really good team when he came in 2020 and he actually got 2020 and 2021. They had good teams. It wasn't as good as the team now, but they had a good team. Those receivers put them on top of things. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
that's
so
what I'm saying. I know
he's
not as good as people say he is.
Here's the
and I don't think he's going to be good this year because that offensive coordinator is gone.
Here's the problem I have with what you're saying, and this is the problem that I had when I used to watch ESPN and the bullshit. You can't blame somebody for being good because they got good players. Like you got put in a good situation. Because you can't have both sides. You can't be like, oh, this person's good and this person's good, but if they stink. They don't stink because they're working with what they have. And they're excelling at everything. If you go to work and you don't have the tools that you have and your job don't get done, who are you going to blame?
What you going
to blame if you go to work and you show up to work and you don't have nothing that you're supposed to have to get your job done and your job does not get done for the day? Who are you going to blame?
Anybody with a logical thought in their head going to blame the management.
Okay, so if management does their job and gives you all the tools to succeed and you go out and succeed, now you become a good employee. Now you become, depending on how good you do that job, you become a great employee to the point where you might get a promotion. You might get a raise. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So how is whose fault? Is nobody's fault now because everybody's just great. Everybody's working. Everybody's clicking on the same cylinders.
Right.
That is the job of an NFL organization. When it doesn't happen, you're the Houston Texans.
Okay. My argument is.
So we have to stop blaming my individual for a team effort.
My argument is like from the beginning. I truly believe that if Daniel Jones was in his predicament, he have more because I think he have like 50 yards passing more than Daniel Jones last year, maybe about 50 yards more. He has about 5 touchdowns more, about only 5. And I think he rushed for about 60 yards more than Daniel Jones. 60 yards more than Daniel Jones. With that great offensive line, great wide receiver. This is you're taking it to and I should have stopped you from at the beginning. My point at the beginning was you put Daniel Jones in that offense and then vice versa, you put him in our offense, he won't get Daniel Jones numbers in our offense that who we had last year. And I guarantee Daniel Jones will top his own numbers and even more. Because I gave you the numbers. He had less than 4,000 yards passing. Less.
But why do we keep doing that? Why do we
keep doing that? Because it's a fact.
This is the reason why.
It's a fact because people promote these quarterbacks like they're really doing something.
This is a huge reason why. This is a huge reason why I turned off the motherfucking First Takes and the Undisputeds and all of that bullshit. I got tired of people just trying to make a story, right? So if you're sitting here and you're telling me how are you down in an individual in a team sport? Like you're supposed to. He's not going to the New York Giants. He's not going to the New England Patriots. He's a Philadelphia Eagle. Now, until he's in a situation where you can say, yo, he doesn't have this and now he looks like that, then you can compare that. But Jalen Hurts has been a good quarterback throughout his whole career from college till now. He just got out of a Super Bowl championship. Whoever you want to blame it on, fine. But there was a holding penalty, a pass interference or a holding penalty that helped cause that. One of his defenders, Darius Slay, I think it was, Bradbury.
Yeah.
Whatever. This is a total team effort we talk about in football all the time. When our organizations fail, like they have failed the Giants for however long, we bitched and complained. We bitched about I bitched about the Daniel Jones pick. I bitched about this person. I bitched about that person. We finally got somebody that could put the pieces together. We went fucking 9-8 last year. We made the fucking playoffs and we beat the Minnesota Vikings. Like we made noise. Now we upgraded. We got some of the pieces we need. We got a little younger because honestly, we had cornerbacks that really couldn't keep up with nobody. I'm mad we lost Mr. Love over there. But whatever. And McKinney, I think, is and Xavier McKinney's in a situation with his contract as well. But we have made the best moves that we can make to make this team solid and a possible contender. And I don't think we should not make the playoffs again. We should come into the playoffs and we should make some fucking noise. That is my expectations from my squad. We should be number 2 behind the Eagles. In this division, we should be better than the Cowboys. That is my faith for this team this year. We should be in the 3 to 5 spot in this playoffs. And that's by default because somebody has to win each division. San Fran, New Orleans, maybe the Vikings or Detroit at this point. Looks like Detroit might take that division. Mm-hmm. So you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4 teams already. So the second best, New York Giants. After that. That's where I think we should fall. Meaning we're going to be better, right? Meaning we can make noise, maybe win 2 games and get into the NFC Championship, possibly, right? But we can't. The trash that was presented to us, our coaches, that was trash. Like you said, we had nobody, right? We had nobody, and we made something out of nothing. That was because our organization did their job. They put Daniel Jones and made in the right position. Saquon Barkley, one of the best players in the whole NFL, one of the best players in the NFL,
right,
is on our team. And he was healthy, and he made noise. And that's one of the other reasons why if he was on any other team, guess what? He'll be busting ass too because they would have a nice scheme for him. We got him there. We got the most out of him, and he's about to hopefully prove that again. You're going to see how the Dallas Cowboys fall tonight due to the fact they don't have Ezekiel Elliott for those short yardages. And Pollard is not ready to hold that for 3 downs. He's not ready to be a 3-down back. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like you talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars with Blake Bortles was in the AFC Championship game. Look at the turnaround that happened to where they was trash right to the Trevor Lawrence. Look at what the coach did with Evan Ingram.
Yep.
Look at what he did with those players. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the way you coach your players and how you run your team. And if your team buys in. You know what I'm saying? So when you have trash, you're going to get trash. The interesting game to me today, number 1 is going to be the Philly and the Eagles game. But another one's going to be that Cleveland game I'm going to be keeping an eye on.
Oh, yeah. I'm picking
Cleveland. I want to see Deshaun Watson. Look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, son. Their talent has not been great. They have never had a losing record behind Mike Tomlinson. That's because he don't give you trash.
It's the organization for the most part.
No matter who the quarterback was.
It's the organization for the most part, because even the coach before him,
Exactly.
Cal.
It trickles down.
Yeah.
It trickles down. And when you're able to believe in as a team like that, you can make wonders happen, son. They had us at 5 wins last year. We won a playoff game.
Yeah.
They got us at 5 wins again this year. They got us degressing.
Yeah. With a 13-win team.
Who? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Minnesota, to me, wasn't that good. My fault, people.
I believe they were. I believe
they won. They won 8 games by field goals or
yeah.
And that's just the ball bouncing that way. It's not going to happen like that this year.
Yeah, and just like with the vice versa, teams lose 8-9 games. Like I remember the Giants lost like 8 of their 9 games in 2020. In 2020, the COVID year, by 4 points or less, 3 points or less.
But guess what? Guess what happened when that turned around last year? When it turned around last year, we won a playoff game. Correct? You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like Minnesota Vikings have lost quite a few people. You know what I mean? They lost Adam Thielen, number 1. They lost Dalvin Cook, number 2. They're sitting on Justin Jefferson, and they lost some defensive players. They are gonna take a step back as far as I'm concerned. And so you had those players, and you kind of had that little bit of luck as well, because a little bit of luck comes into play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their luck ran out against the goddamn New York Giants. It was what it was. But you have to be able that week 1 when we went for it on a 2-point conversion, and Saquon Barkley got in there and won it. That basically solidified who we was gonna be, the kind of dogs we was gonna try to be for the rest of the season.
Yep.
We could have kicked it and tied it up. We could have tied it up. Motherfucker said, "Nah, go win that shit."
Yep.
I'm gonna leave it on you. Go win it.
That's the attitude you should have.
Yeah. So
that's the attitude I believe that you should have. And yeah, it's going to be a situation where things are going to be different. I'm looking to see a lot, even with like when people was picking Kansas City to win. I was saying to myself, wait, like they don't have their best receiver, and their defense is okay. They don't have their best defender. And what do you call that? Detroit line is good. So I won on the under against that Detroit game. Because I'm looking at this, like I said, I'm trying to look at the facts of things and who has who in place. and what Detroit, they won their last 8 games or some shit like that. So I'm like, yo, I don't get it. And I like the way the Giants played against Detroit. For what I heard from videos I was watching, when their practice and everything, I was seeing a lot of good things. And then when they played each other, being as though our first team didn't play until Carolina, and I think that was they ain't play until Carolina. I think that was the second one. Detroit was our first preseason game.
Year, though. They smoked us. They smoked us last year.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about they smoked us last year because you know how they smoked us because what they was doing, they was running the ball in the A to B gap where we don't have no linebackers, and then they would throw the ball because they know we couldn't do nothing with their running. Then they started throwing the ball. They would get to what they was doing. They was killing us. They was killing us off that delay. What is it? It was like blast. Their running back was doing his thing. And then all of a sudden he would throw the ball because they saw how we was trying to play an 8-man front to try to stop it, and it was getting us.
I didn't take a lot from that Detroit game. I didn't take a lot from that Kansas City Detroit game. I think what it did for Detroit was them to get confidence to win their division because the division's trash.
I think Green Bay is going to be better than people think.
I
Their
don't.
defense is good. Their offense is good. I think they're
don't.
gonna be better. I really think because I look at it as a situation where
Jordan Love.
the offensive line, the defensive line, the Jordan Love is. We're not playing with a lot of Peyton Mannings, and just like you said, the NFC is not that loaded on paper. Like again, people thought the AFC West was going to be fucking awesome last year. They thought they were going to like super. Everybody going to have 14 wins. So, so we honestly don't know how this is going to turn out. But I can see Jordan Love and them giving Detroit a go. I can see Chicago doing a thing.
I think Chicago will take a step up.
But
I said, Minnesota takes a step back for me. This is just my personal opinion and predictions for this year. I definitely think Minnesota takes a huge step back. Especially Justin Jefferson hasn't gotten a contract yet. He's playing, he's tight right now. Chris Jones and Travis Kelce being out. The best defender, your best offensive weapon, you're out. Pat Mahomes did everything he could do against a hungry, young Detroit team. Jared Goff, he's trying to prove himself the way the Rams let him go. You know what I mean? And Campbell he's a fucking, bite your kneecaps off type of coach. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he got them playing like dogs that they are. You know what I'm saying? Fucking on the 17-yard line, we're gonna fake punt on our own 17. You know what I mean? Like just I believe in you type shit. You know what I mean? Yep. Which gets anybody going. Like if you go outside and and you playing basketball 5-on-5, and you got that weak person on your team, and it's a tight game because you good enough to, and you pass it to that cat, and I believe you make the shot. He gonna make the shot. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's all about giving confidence to another individual that's on the field. You know what I mean? And Dan Campbell gives them that confidence, and they feed off of that, and they play like it. They play like they're the best. You know what I mean? And Kansas City just happened to play that hungry team that day and lost by a point. Like, because and the other thing, Kadarius Toney can't fucking catch.
Yeah, we I think the Giants did very well. We got a third pick, and what other pick we got for him? We got a third pick.
The conditional.
Yep, and that third pick was who? Will we get our third pick from who?
We got to go Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, and I hope he has a great season.
He's supposed to. He's eligible. He's playing. They said he's going to play.
Yeah, I just saw it. I was going to tell you that, but yeah, he's eligible.
You don't gotta tell me, son. That shit comes straight to
your phone, right?
Yeah, it comes straight to it comes to the TV. It comes to. I get birds dropping it off.
For real, off the hook. I'm just so excited. It's because of I really feel like people are really like even like not to just talk about the Giants. A lot of these teams that other teams, I mean, the media, what have you, was talking about whatever. They can't keep their mind off the Jets and the Cowboys every year. That's an every year thing. And I'm telling you, boy, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be different than what people saying. Let's just say that. I think it's gonna be different. I see on the NFC, even I see Washington doing really well.
I don't fuck them.
I say fuck Philly and Dallas. I can't stand them.
But it's all of them. It's all of them. They're in my division. I hate them all.
That's true.
There's nobody that I want to see do good but us. You know what I mean? I want everybody to stay healthy. No bad significant injuries to anybody. I mean, you get hurt for a couple weeks. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with a twisted ankle. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with Jalen Hurts, CeeDee Lamb rolling an ankle, a high ankle sprain for 5 or 6 weeks. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? long as it ain't a significant out for the year, career ending type shit, I don't give a fuck. Everybody remain healthy.
Hell yeah.
I would like to win our division.
I would like to too. I believe that we should be able to. I believe that they just cooking up many different things. Even when, I like the guys that we have. I believe we're going to get better and better. Just like you were saying with Jalen Hurts, I think we got a very hard-working quarterback as well.
We do. Daniel Jones is very hard-working.
You know what I'm saying? He's a gym rat, whatever. And I respect everybody that's like that. I respect everybody, even with Hurts. I'm just making a situation because people be tearing Daniel Jones down. Like, I'd be like, yo, it's not many quarterbacks can do what he done last year. And I don't give a fuck how easy their schedule were. Because you can't even name our second and third our first, second, and third wide receivers. You can't even name our tight end last year unless you're a Giants fan. And even if you're a Giants fan, you could barely do that. And what he did was amazing. And I just don't understand. And people be like, yo, look, you see these numbers?
All right, so let's just put this in perspective. Because when you say we had a weak schedule, so we had a weak schedule based off of the outcome.
Right.
We didn't have a weak schedule going in.
No. They thought we was going to be 4 to 5 wins. It's like you said.
Most of them teams they thought was going to be better.
Yeah,
yep. Green Bay was going to be better. They didn't make the playoffs.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying? So when they say that shit, now it's based on the outcome. Oh, their schedule was weak. Look who they played, because they're now looking at the past. But what you predicted was not that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just got to let the season play out. You know what I mean? Injuries happen, things happen, teams fall, shit happens. It's in the NFL. It could switch every year. You know what I mean? But you take somebody, and this is why this man is the greatest player in the NFL right now. Pat Mahomes is the greatest fucking football player in the NFL.
Yeah, I
don't see another motherfucker. Like, he's somebody who had nobody. I mean, he made people who they are. There's people they tried to Tyreek Hill, yes.
Yep.
But Tyreek Hill, he was Tyreek Hill with what's the name though? He's always been fast. Because he was with Alex Smith and then but Pat Mahomes took Alex Smith's spot. There was somebody right before him.
Right.
But whatever. Tyreek Hill always been that dude. You know what I mean? But you talk about McCole Hardman's that now play with the Jets. Like who's on there? Juju Smith-Schuster got his money now, playing with the Patriots. Like he's just taking teams, and whoever you give him, he's making them somebody. McKinnon, freaking Pacheco, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, even though he did his thing and LSU or whatever, but he's been a shell of himself as what they thought he was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But he makes these guys way better.
Right.
Like, anybody see the throws he's making? And he's running when he... Listen, this dude is the ultimate fucking weapon at quarterback. The ultimate weapon at quarterback. He's the ultimate game changer, period. And
who was that?
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
He's the ultimate weapon, son. He's like... I've seen nothing like it. I've seen nothing like it in my time of watching football. Yes, we've seen the Michael Vicks of the world. Talented as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this guy here is he's Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning put together. Like, it's everything. Everything. The off broken down plays. How he could still make those happen. His pocket presence is fucking phenomenal. He got legs to pick up first downs, score touchdowns.
Yeah.
His presence to throw his wide receivers open.
And then they was lying. and then they were lying about what's his name, the
Who was
tight
Valdez?
end.
They had Valdez Scantling,
What's the tight end?
Kelsey.
Kelsey. Skip or one of them was saying that they're the best tight end, whatever. And then they were saying on Twitter how they knew Kelsey. I as a football guy, I didn't start hearing people talk about Kelsey until 2018, just before they was about to go to the Super Bowl in 2019-20. He'd been in the league since 2013. What's the name made him? He literally made him.
Yeah.
They was arguing about Joe Burrow, and I believe Joe Burrow is he's my favorite quarterback in the league.
Yeah, right.
But I get your point. But Pat, they both is gonna be. I think they both gonna be like They're gonna be but it's gonna be
yes.
But I think it's not people talking about Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. But Tom Brady beat Peyton Manning a lot.
Yeah, and Joe Burrow was beating Peyton Manning. I'm beating Tom Brady. I'm beating Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be like boom, 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 boom. Way more. I think it's gonna be way more of a rival. God willing.
Who we thought
guys, hopefully.
Who we thought was gonna be the rival was Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes, and then Joe Burrow showed up and just took Josh Allen and pushed him to the side. Like, hold on, man.
Yeah, you be the who you'll be the wait. What's the dude that played for the Saints?
Which one?
The quarterback.
Breeze.
You'll be the Breeze. you can get all your accolades of yardage and touchdowns throughout the year, whatever. But you'll be that guy, or you'll be the actually Rodgers. You'll be the Rodgers. But we're gonna be the Tom Brady and the Peyton Manning. We'll do that. Okay. So yeah, you're right.
Them boys is whew. And everybody was freaking out why they got Jamar Chase. And I'm like, familiarity. Like, he's gonna be comfortable who he's throwing to. It was like he needs protection. Yeah. He needs protection. Yeah, he definitely needs protection. But when he got Jamar Chase, that was his protection.
Mm-hmm.
I know who I'm throwing the ball to. There ain't nobody else I'd rather throw the ball to.
Then they were scoring 50 points a game that year.
Yeah.
When they won the damn the national championship. Was scoring 50 points a game and shit. Yeah. Hell yeah. So I'm looking forward to Peyton Manning and Joe Burrow doing this shit going. But I'm also looking forward, to our boy Danny Jones. Danny Jones. He being the Eli Manning. I'm looking forward to that. I want you see what I'm doing? Okay, you guys doing your thing. Meet me in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that part. You know what I'm saying?
Put a thorn in motherfuckers the whole shit.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Oh yeah, you might could beat me in the regular season, but when I get to the playoffs, it's a done deal.
I'm hoping he gets there.
I think the way things are going, and everybody on the bandwagon of fucking on Colorado. So let me be on the bandwagon for a team that I've been a goddamn fan of since I was 8 years old. Yeah, I want Giants, and I can see Giants winning, going to the Super Bowl, because the way that front office that you're talking about with Philly, and Philly got the best front office probably in the league. Hey, I'm liking what our guys are doing for, and they're young too, like we always talk about. And I really see us maybe having 10 wins a season. We might be more consistent than we were between 2004 to 2016.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be. I think they're building a solid group.
Yeah,
building a solid group of players, young players, hungry motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And we keeping, and that And listen, man. Listen, they got the right players, man. When we
I believe so. Yeah, I'm on my team bandwagon. I'm
supposed to be, baby. Supposed to be, baby.
God damn it.
It's football time. It's week 1.
For sure.
And we got prime time. Y'all can't watch nobody else but us tonight, motherfucker. Hate it or love it. Y'all can't watch. No, you want to watch football? You've got to watch the Giants tonight. Ain't shit else you can do about it.
But every time you Dallas Cowboys fans, every time they talk about Dallas, especially what's they gonna be talking about, I'm gonna mute it. I'm like, can we get back to that? Okay. Unmute. Like, I'm getting tired of this shit. And I got the NFL ticket and everything. So when you be seeing these different things, these different names on here, you play, and I'm saying throughout the week, everything you see is the Cowboys and the Jets, the Cowboys and the Jets, the Cowboys. That's all they talking about. And you know who don't talk about that? It'd be guys that work for Fox Sports, and he's a New Yorker. You know the guy too. I'm pretty sure you listen to sports radio. He got like a real deep voice. He used to work with that quarterback. I forgot the quarterback name. Well, anyway, they're the only ones that be talking about other different things. Fucking getting this shit is crazy. It's like all these teams. You could talk about the 49ers. Talk about Kansas City. Like, goddamn. Talk about motherfuckers that's actually being consistent. You know?
Well, they consistently lose in the good and bright spots.
It's like crazy.
They consistently fall. You know what
I mean?
But
hey, I'm so excited. I can't wait. We actually, if you want to come over, you can come over, whatever.
No. I ain't getting nobody sick, son. I told you. True. You get here and my shit is all clogged up. I gotta rest. I'm gonna stay in house. You know what I mean? And
hey, have fun. You got some whiskey? You got something to drink?
Nah, I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm strictly tea and honey today.
Oh shit! You want all right? So you really trying to get yourself better?
Yeah, I got work tomorrow, so we back at it.
Right. And, do your thing. Real talk. Do your thing.
I was sleeping all day yesterday. Except today. Fucking man, you watched The Chi?
Yeah, I watched it. I ain't watched the last. That LGBTQ shit.
Yo, son, that shit has bothered me like no other, son.
I fast forward this shit a lot. I fast forward when it comes to that. I fast forward.
It's a lot of it. It's a lot of it in that show now. It's a lot of it.
But it was way worse last series. It was way worse last series, in my opinion. It was way worse. It's still crazy, but it was way worse last series. I actually didn't watch the last 3 episodes of last series because I was telling my lady, I'm fast forwarding most of the time.
Yeah, I'm just so used to seeing it now that shit don't even bother me no more. But fucking, you didn't watch Friday, so you an episode behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, don't watch that shit, son.
Oh,
don't watch that shit, son. Nigga, I watched that shit at 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. Like 2 something in the morning and like 3 o'clock in the morning, son.
That's what I should
watch. Yo, son, I ain't never like got so mad at a show. I was just like, yo. I was like, fuck that shit. This is trash. This is fucked up.
All right, don't tell me no more, goddamn.
Nah, I'm not. But yo, like, there's certain things like you just can't do. You know what I'm saying? In shows.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm trying to blow my nose. That's why I fucking keep getting off camera and shit. I don't want the nose blowing and all of that going down. Dude. Fuck that. Yo. That shit had me so mad, son. That shit had me tight. You gonna understand when you watch it. You understand what I'm talking about, son. That shit had me tight.
Now you got me looking forward to it.
Nah, you're not gonna look forward to it. You're gonna be upset. You're gonna be like, yo, why not even watch this episode? It's just trash. Like, I'm like, oh man, dog.
Man, I'm so excited, goddamn it, it's about to be on, baby.
Yo, 45 minutes.
I gotta get shit together. I gotta get a lot of stuff together
Yeah,
before.
I'm about to get about it. I gotta go finish my laundry. I gotta sit down and get ready. I gotta take a nice hot shower again,
Yep.
and you know, I
I'm
gotta
gonna have
get
some. I'm
all this
supposed to have
shit
a
out.
little bit of people over too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of. No, I'm not. I'm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little something over here. That's it. But let me get my shit together, man. This been great.
Yes,
This
sir.
been great. Real talk.
Yes, sir. We'll do this again next week.
Yes,
Like I said
indeed.
last week.
Uh-huh. Last week, I'm like, shit.
We back to normal schedule, man. It's a Threes Up podcast. That's what it is. And they,
Yeah,
formerly Fourth Quarter Sports, still under SavagecOm.entertainment. Of course, like I said before, like all the time. You know what I mean? So we definitely working, we getting back. Unfortunately, I'm sick the fucking second week back on some bullshit. But at least the fever's gone. Shit was like it was like some old weird ass fucking. I'm changing my lifestyle around, son. Changing my lifestyle. It's over.
Yep.
It's over.
Eat greens. Eat greens.
Word, son. Yo. I know my parents used to tell me eat your vegetables, son. I'm definitely be slacking on that shit, but no more.
Yep.
No more, son.
Gotta eat that.
Yeah, man. Definitely back in the veggie section for real.
For sure.
But
All right then, guys. We'll be back next week.
Definitely. So I'm gonna holler at you.
All right, man. Peace out.
Yes. So that concludes week 2 of the Threes Up podcast. Listen, New York Giants, don't sleep on us this year. I said it first. Fuck the rest of y'all teams. We back. Let's go. Let's go. And that's all I gotta say. I'm not taking out with any other endings until my producer come back, Mr. Jim Savage, and he's able to get back behind the scenes. So we just gonna be real plain and boring about this shit. When we come in and we come out, this is gonna be me, and that's it. So maybe a little bit of music when we come in, like I said, maybe a little bit of music when we go out. That's how we're gonna do it until I get what I want from my guy. But he'll be back soon, like I said before. So until next week, peace.